Well, good morning. I didn't see you standing there. Today is Thursday, May 17th, and it's time for another road trip. This is going to be a impromptu road trip, if you will. I'm driving down to see a cousin of a very, very good friend of mine. In fact, the camera woman that's holding the camera, her name's Margaret. She's got a cousin named John. And John owns a winery slash bed and breakfast slash vacation rental down in beautiful Paso Robles. It's called Berardo Winery. So I'm going to go down and meet John today. I'm going to spend the night and have a nice Italian dinner probably. And then over the weekend, today's Thursday, so over the weekend I'm just going to kind of do this and see which way the wind is blowing. And I think it's going to be blowing towards the coast this weekend. And I'm going to head over to San Simeon State Park if I can get a spot. I hear the scenic, the scenic rating for that campground there is just fantastic. Sunday I want to go to Hearst Castle, and then I want to go to, after Hearst Castle, I may meander my way down, or my dad would say saunter, my way down to Santa Barbara. And I'm going to do a website for a guy down there at Casa del Mar Inn. So anyway, enough about all that stuff. It's time to get on the road. I'm running just a little bit late. I told John I'd be there at around 3 o'clock. As you can see, I've got everything packed. I've got the bikes on the back. I have the roof cargo carrier all packed up with goodies. So everything's set. I got my house taken care of. A good friend of mine is house sitting for me. Going to take care of everything, water the plants, and I think I'm all set and ready for a great road trip, and I'm happy to bring you along. Let's hit the road.
Someday I wish upon a star, wake up where the clouds are far behind. Be where trouble melts like lemon drop, high above the chimney top, that's where you'll find me, oh, somewhere over the rainbow. Bluebirds fly, birds fly over the rainbow. Why, oh why can't I see enough to hurt me
so if you're coming down Highway 101, right before you get to San Francisco, you want to take the last exit, and it'll bring you up here to a fantastic overview of one of the most beautiful, if not the most beautiful bridge in all the world, the Golden Gate Bridge. And the Golden Gate Bridge is actually celebrating its 75th anniversary this month. And in a few weeks, there's going to be big festivities and fireworks and everything. So I wanted to stop here and show you this beautiful spot that if you're taking a road trip here in California, you don't miss this. So I'm going to get on the road and I'm going to actually take you for a ride across the bridge on our way down to Paso Robles. Let's go.
To go? Are you sure of the road that you're on? Who do you want to be? All I know is the world deserves to be free. We're staring from the moon. Love is not only for the human. At the world you know. Do you believe it will go on? Where do you want to go? The things we take will only last for so long. You know it's up to you. Love is not only for the human. We are so many people living different lives under turbulent times. Oh man, we don't know good from evil. Looking through our eyes is the burden of our lives. Can we tell for sure? North and south will keep the snow on. Say, can the earth endure? Do you really believe we can go on? You know it's up to you. Love is not only for the human. We are so many people living different lives.
All right, so 262 miles later, I'm just arriving at Paso Robles, where Berardo Vineyards and Winery is located. This is the first stop on my road trip, and as I believe I mentioned earlier, this is the cousin of my friend Margaret back in Santa Rosa, and John and Marilyn, his wife, they own Berardo Vineyards and Winery. So I'm going to stop there and spend an evening, maybe 2 evenings, and get to know them. I'm going to help them with their web presence for their winery. They also have a vacation rental and bed and breakfast businesses that they run. So I'm going to see what I can do and help them before spending the weekend somewhere out at the coast. All right, so I'm just 1 minute from the Berardo Vineyard and Winery here in Paso Robles. John is waiting for me in the house up the hill, and just over to the right you can see they have the tasting room and I believe the bed and breakfast or the vacation rentals. I'm going to be doing a website for that part of the business. I'll be doing a website for the whole business. But anyway, John said to just come right on up the road. He said don't take a right, and that must be his house right up there, I'm assuming. So we'll be up there in just a minute. All right, and here is the gate up to John and Marilyn's home up here at the top of the winery. Sure is pretty. The hills are turning brown now because we won't have any rain to speak of for the next 3 or 4 months. And then in the winter, that'll all be green with the rain when it comes in. So we'll be up at his house here in just a moment. What a beautiful home. The website says a taste of Italy. And this is what you would expect to see pulling into someplace over in Italy. Gorgeous. And the views from here are equally as gorgeous. Just pull up right here and get out and go introduce myself. All right, I've arrived up here at the beautiful spot above Berardo Vineyards, and it is just really something. It feels like you're in Italy, I gotta say, having been to Tuscany several times. You just pan over and take a walk, and you'll see the rows and rows and rows of grapes growing off in the distance. Supposedly there's a big wine festival this weekend, John was telling me, so I'll see if anything's happening that I might want to go visit while I'm here. Boy, you know, I walked around to the other side of the home, and I gotta tell you, what a beautiful property. I can only imagine how nice it would be to entertain. They've got the barbecue, and looks like a fire brick oven over there. Just gorgeous. And then if I come back over here, you've got views that are out to the, oh, I think they're out to the west. And a jacuzzi, and they've got a pool. Really fantastic. I'm sure I'm going to enjoy riding my bike out there on the road. All right, so the end of day one of this road trip is nearing to an end, and what you're looking at here is my room at the Berardo Vineyards and Winery Bed and Breakfast, and I gotta say it's much more than I expected, and turns out that I'll be spending the next few nights here working for John and his wife Marilyn, helping them out with their website. And they've got three rooms up here, and the entire top floor of the villa is actually their bed and breakfast, and then they have the vacation rentals down by the tasting room, and we'll take a look at those tomorrow. But you can see there's my bathroom. So I am starving. It's after 8 o'clock, and I'm going to go down. I can smell John is making something to eat, some pasta, of course. So we'll go down and have some dinner. All right, boy, I wish you could smell the good aroma that's coming out of the kitchen here just to my right. John Berardo, the owner of the winery here, he's got dinner just about ready to be served. And I'm going to go on into the kitchen here. And what a wonderful looking kitchen. It's, boy, John, it smells good in here.
Oh, thanks, Tom.
What's on the menu, if I may ask?
We have raviolis and just a light Italian, real fast dinner. So some Italian sausage, a nice salad, some raviolis. Unfortunately, as you can see, they're not homemade, but
so
didn't have enough time for that.
You're the cook around here, huh?
I'm the chef too.
And we were making. Did you make the sauce?
Well, I've modified it, but I didn't start completely from scratch. But it's pretty much from scratch.
And I'm going to find that right over where here.
Yes.
Oh, it's hot.
Here.
Yeah.
Pick it up with this one.
All right. Let's take a look at what John's got brewing here. Look at that. Some good old sauce. Just gonna put in the raviolis. All right. So with that, I'm going to sit down and eat, and then call it a night here at the end of day one of this road trip. Okay, so you know, I'm a little bit speechless. I didn't expect such wonderful accommodations here on my first day of this road trip. I'm sitting here with the fantastic Mr. John Berardo. John's the owner of this vacation rental slash winery slash bed and breakfast in Paso Robles. John, thank you so much.
Well, happy to have you here, Tom. Come down and visit Paso Robles. I know you came down here once before on a quick trip, but happy to have you down here and stay a few days and see Paso Robles. And
all right.
Even though you're not drinking any wine tonight, bon appetito. We're having
okay, bon appetito. May this be the first of many meals we share together. All right.
Okay.
All right. Let's dig in. So anyway. I don't know what day 2 is going to hold in store, but we'll find out. Hope you enjoyed day 1. And in Italian, what do they say when you're going to eat?
Buon appetito.
Buon appetito. Okay. So buon appetito and ciao, right?
Ciao.
Ciao. Buon appetito and ciao from Berardo Winery here in beautiful Paso Robles.